more questions on it, you can go on Google and get them answered, and plenty of van lifers love talking about it. Under here is my dirty laundry and shoes. Here's the fridge over here, just a Dometic CFX 35. I've done them before on sliders. And kind of just timed it out.
Fridge.
It's way quicker to do it this way.
You know, that works, I guess. I kind of don't like that, but I mean, it's convenient, I guess.
Quick, that I don't have to slide the whole thing out into the floor space. Something I love about my vans is they have these drop-down storage so you can create extra counter space. Got one over here as well.
I guess that's convenient. Would it be much easier to hunt for a good deal on a 22-foot or shorter motorhome? It might be old, but it has the stuff already built in. Search for online, other states even. Yeah, Curtis, I'm really thinking about it. I don't know. I don't want anything old, that's the thing. I'm afraid it's gonna dry rot or, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
As well.
I feel like motorhomes are all marked up right now too.
Still want to be able to access those. As far as a bed goes, it's been really nice having the ProMaster. Fitting a full mattress in here, you can do it side to side and sleep that way. Super comfortable bed. And up here is a staple in all my vans. This is actually the smallest bookshelf that I've included in any van. Whenever I build a van,
Can you hear me in my chat? Oh no, sorry.
I'm not sure if you remember that episode.
I could have earlier, but not now.
Christmas party, I think, and Dwight
I'm
is
here.
like
Yes,
banging
I
on
do
the
now.
banister
I have
and
some.
pulling on everything. But all my cabinetry and everything, my Dwight Schrute test is that if I'm able to do pull-ups off of it, and if I can, it's solid, it's passed the test. So I'm never worried about having cabinets or weight on the ceiling at all.
I hope you're okay. Okay. Well, I just wanted to say thank you so much for helping.
For people that want to get started, especially now, I would say talk to friends who are doing it. Try to go on a trip beforehand. Even if you can, rent some other vans to see what you do and don't like. I think a misconception I had about van life was that my stress levels were going to go down in every way, and they've gone down in a lot of ways, but the stress of constantly moving, not having that place that's secure and home, like, it's not necessarily a simpler life in every way.
She's been having some medical things, right?
I think the biggest mantra, the biggest thing,
making sure she takes care of herself, but she was neglecting it.
Can be a hard part about van life is like when it rains it can pour and it can get really hard certain times, but like a lot of times when I'm like, oh man, this is so much, I just remember like this isn't going to be a problem in a week, it's going to be an even smaller problem in a month, and it's probably going to be nothing in a year. So that kind of,
can you guys hear that?
It's a better way to reframe your problems that you're having in the
I'll try not to turn it too loud.
I did not think I would be doing this for 6 years, and there's a lot of people who don't do it for that long, and a lot of people who complain about new people coming in, but honestly, I don't know if I would still be on the road if it was just about vans and just about builds, but it's been how it's changed. New people, new takes.
Yeah, new people, new takes, right, new innovative ideas, and
on the road, and kept me motivated to build more vans for people and also just keep experiencing it for myself.
Okay. Wait. Oh yeah. Okay, this is the last one we're gonna watch.
How's it going? My
name's
Andrew.
I'm Ashley.
And this is the Muse Roamer, our home built.
This one is badass. Okay, this is gonna be the one. I'll take this. Okay, this will be the winner. I think a dog and or a woman would be important for van life. Yeah, Curtis, you're not wrong, man.
To hear about this great offer. I was waiting tables in Park City. I was
woman
an
preferably
for snowboarding, and I lived in a progression of different vehicles, from an Astro van, Volkswagen Golf, truck camper, 4x4 van. I wanted to build the best vehicle I could with the least amount of compromise. You know, an Earth Roamer kind of seems like the ultimate vehicle, but they're $500,000. Decided to build it myself. The goal was to build an Earth Roamer for 10% of the cost. So initially we set off with a $30,000 budget. We bought the truck for $12,000. I had a tool bed on the back, so we sold the tool bed for $2 grand. So we're in the truck about 10. The box shell itself cost us around 50 grand, so twice the budget I had set out for. Along the way, there were a lot of crossroads where it's like, okay, this would be a little faster, easier, cheaper, and I was like, or this would be the ultimate way to do it. So we could have probably gotten it done 6 months sooner. We just built it to the absolute highest level that we possibly could. You know, it's kind of like climbing a big mountain. It kind of sucks. You're like miserable. You're asking yourself why you're doing this. Your feet hurt, your back hurts, you're tired. But then, you know, you get to the top, and 2 weeks later you're telling the story, and you forgot about all that. You just remember the story and the accomplishment. So
comes with reliance too.
And work, and I've made a lot
like
of
you gotta be
sacrifices and took a lot of
reliance, being relying on another something to make you happy, or what do you mean? Or like being alone?
All right, so this is the Muse Roamer. It's a 2004
I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm losing my thoughts.
Four-wheel drive, and
F550.
we pulled the bed off of it.
A cheaper Earth Roamer, cheap version.
This entire structure has the 6.0 engine, which is notoriously terrible. Swapped out a few components to hopefully let it run a lot longer. We swapped out the original tires and added these 41-inch Continental MPT 81s. For the dually to single rear wheel conversion, this was the best option. It kind of came with a kit. The kit also came with the fender flares, 4-inch lift and suspension upgrade, and the front buck stop bumper with all Baja Design lights. We worked with Baja Designs to hook us up with these lights, a 16.5 thousand-pound winch with a synthetic cable. And then we had these custom boxes fabricated at a shop called Vorshear in Utah. Right now it houses my skateboard, a little mat for our base camp. You know, this is sort of the base camp side. In this compartment here, we've got our stairs. They work really well when we're not up against a curb. They're like perfectly flat and level. Nice awning that's battery operated. We just hit a button, thing comes out.
I mean, you gotta keep up with her and with the dog, and can't do everything you want. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, you're kind of a unit, right?
Backup lights that are also on a switch, so we
Damn.
can switch the patio lights on that side, the reverse lights on this side on,
That's
or
nice.
when the truck goes into reverse, those fire up. And we had these boxes made in the rear
bumper. That's a cool bike rack. As well. Oh my god, it scared the crap out of me. Barry, thanks for the raid, man. Holy crap, out of our attack.
Is fueling the Roamer at the moment, and an external grill that
I appreciate that.
On the back here, we have two one-up bike racks.
Let's
we
go.
can actually mount 2 bikes.
Thank you for the raid. Hope you had an awesome stream.
Which is currently
what were you up to? Give you a shout out for Barry.
On the roof, we have
you're fine.
75-watt solar panels, so
playing politics. Oh, you do like discussions on politics or something?
2 inflatable paddle boards.
I appreciate that, right? Hope you're having a good, what is it, Monday morning. Happy Monday, let's go.
Roof fans here.
Doing well. Farmers protests in the Netherlands. Oh, wow. We have somebody from the Netherlands in chat, I think.
We've got our cassette toilet hatch, which we have this
Thanks for clarifying,
insulating panel.
However, the benefit of sharing your experience with a partner may be well worth it. I agree, Curtis. I agree. I think having a partner to experience things with outweighs the fact that you have to sacrifice some of your maybe time and some version of your happiness for a trade-off for another kind of happiness. Because there's nothing like being independent and by yourself and just doing everything without having to rely or compromise on anyone. But then there's also a nice feeling of being loved and having somebody else to trade things with and help you with things, and just, you know, the trade-off, I guess, right?
Big tool bags just for whatever troubles we may inevitably run into while living on the road.
And they both have their perks, right?
All right,
I just personally, after being in a long-term relationship,
this edge controller,
I slept with someone every night for like 6 years. And then being alone for like 2 years. I like both.
Underneath here, we usually have
but now that I've been alone a while, I kind of like, maybe it was better being with someone. Like, it was better in some ways. I was
yeah, it's not bad.
I was less sad, I guess, less alone feeling, right?
Welcome to the inside.
Off-road camper, costly. Yeah, this one's gonna be the most expensive one we looked at probably. I was looking on converting like a Sprinter van.
Up here that open up. This is his
this is a little too big for my
random books and everything.
Budget.
And then these are all
kind of seeing how wild they can get.
This is a sock and underwear drawer. And then down at the bottom we have shoes. So
full cabinet. That's crazy.
Down here, and then mine are next there. And then
a dog.
Here we have
it's got a woman and a dog.
This is what I begged for the most in this rig. So Big shower.
Live streams
have a
from
wet
police
bath.
violence
In the
and stuff.
winter, it's our
Oh, wow.
snowboarding equipment storage,
Crazy.
all of our wet gear, and then in the summer it's all of our wetsuits from surfing and kiting and everything.
After
like
my
that.
ex died,
Shower head that
I
comes
started
down
working
so
on
you can
myself
get a nice
and
shower.
not to
We
rely on
have
anything.
one fan
That's
in
good,
here
man.
to help circulate
Do
the
that
hot air
as
and
much as you
everything
can,
while we're
you know,
showering,
like
and as
focus
well as a
on
window. Next,
taking
over
care of
here,
yourself,
we have
right?
Our fridge. This fridge is actually bigger than the one that we had in our apartment before we moved in here. This is a freezer compartment.
Wow,
You can
pretty
choose
decent
whether you
sized
want it or
fridge
not,
actually.
but I like ice
That'll
cream,
work.
so we're gonna keep that in. And then up here we have just some dry food storage, as well as seasonings and more dry food down here. Moving over
I like those
here,
locks. They're real
we have our
nifty, just
thermostat
little
for
push
our
lock.
propane furnace that we have. The furnace
Propane
lives
furnace
down
with the
in this
thermometer?
box
Okay,
down
okay.
Here. So these just come down.
Yeah,
and it is
sorry for your
dog
loss,
food,
Puker. I had
dog
no
treats,
idea
and
that
then
you
the
had to
furnace
go through
lives
something
below.
like
So
that.
it's perfect
Insane,
for us
man.
to be able to put Kicker's
That'll
dog food
definitely,
in the way, and I have to walk over it every day. These
throw you
windows
through
were
for a loop,
super important
make
to
you do
Andrew and I,
some
so they
serious
open
thinking,
up
right?
like this. That way, if it's raining, you can keep the windows open and have airflow going through. And then my favorite part, I get eaten alive by mosquitoes, so I needed screens, and
Lock
these
the
come down
luxury
and
ships.
clip together. And then if you want at
Maybe.
night, you can
This
flip
is a
up
custom
and
built
you
one,
have
so
shades as
probably.
well. We also have custom shades that we made. So if we're parking
Black out,
somewhere
there
and
you
we're
go.
trying to be discreet, we made these custom black shades that you can put
There's Swiss
on the
Moon.
windows.
Hey,
This
thanks for
isn't the one
typing
for
chat. I
this window,
appreciate that.
but you get the idea. You attach them. We have Velcro on the sides. We did the raw slabs for the dining table and also for
nice
our
to see
countertop. When we built
The utilization
table,
of
we made a
all
little
the space
sneaky
and also being
drawer down
clean.
here that
People drawer down.
pops out for
That's
just
nice.
random things like Andrew's chess game. And
Barry,
some
thanks for the
cards and
follow
everything
officially. I
like that. So it's a
appreciate that.
sneaky little hiding spot.
Welcome to the Worthy Crew.
This
You
is
made
our
it.
electrical bay. It is a beast, and I don't
Oh,
even
wow.
try to understand how it works. But we have 4 Lion Energy lithium-ion batteries that are 150 amp hours each. 3,000 watt pure sine wave inverter. Which
150
is really important.
each? That's
The
pretty good.
pure sine waves protect electronics
watts.
like a computer.
That's
or anything
really
like that when you're
nice.
typing it.
3,000
So
watts.
that was
That's a
definitely
lot of
plus for
power.
us. Honestly, we didn't know what to do with the electrical, so we had Campery Paradise help us organize it, because before it looked like this, it
Cute
was a
star. Hey,
giant
how's it
ball of
going?
wires, and it was
Thanks for
terrifying.
popping
So
in.
we really appreciate
morning.
the help in organizing, making this thing look the way that it does. So off of our electrical bank, we have all these switches. This one is our water pump, so that lets the water and the pump go through there. This checks our electrical, shows us we're doing good right now. Our solar's pumping all of the energy that we need. And then this is our inverter, how to switch it on and off.
Is the-
And then
my-
this is just
did it
our
flash?
fuse
I didn't
box
notice.
over here. And then this powers our switches. So the key element for us in here is the pass-through. So this just pulls out, and then you can get directly into the truck from in here. We'll typically have this closed if we're driving, especially just if we're running the AC in the car. That way it's not blowing back here. Another favorite part of the rig is the Shushugi bond that Andrew did in here. So the Japanese.
So I found a way you
burning
can
wood
still see
surrounding it
channel
helps
views.
Protect them against water and fire, and it turns out this beautiful color. And I think that kind of pulls the whole.
Why are my
space in together and
screenshots
makes
coming
it
up
feel
black
really homey.
on
And
Gyaza?
then up here we have our queen
Weird.
size bed. Our mattress is just a 3-inch foam topper from Tempur-Pedic. And then below we've got some hypervent here, which is just basically like a little squiggly that helps the air get through there. And then here we have the Froley system. This thing has been great for the moisture. It lets you pick the angle that you want, the firmness that you want. So I have shoulder support on my side, Andrew doesn't. And they just latch into the exact size that you need. So they're really great springy.
People on a
for the
goose.
bed.
I love that
Another
one.
fun thing that we get asked about a lot is these little lights. We found them on Amazon and just Velcroed them to the wall, and they just turn on by a touch. They can be charged just in a USB charging port. And they have 3 brightness levels, so they're perfect.
Tina,
for
eat your
in-bed
freaking
reading.
dinner.
Over here we have Andrew's
They call me
guitar. Underneath
Sisu.
that,
Hello. Oh, hi.
We have
How are you?
some storage boxes. We've got some laundry in here. That was really important to have a space to hide our laundry, although it is a little overflowing at the moment.
Floor face in
And
the
then
house.
here we just have
Redo,
another
you know
box
how
with a
to
bunch of
turn
camera
channel
equipment storage
views
and
on.
odds and ends of Andrews. Port windows on either side. It's great for at
No, I
night
don't.
just to get some air.
You just go to
here.
the
We actually have a little mini
team
fan that we can put
page
up there if
of
it
my
gets
like.
too hot, and
Watch,
it
I'll show you.
circulates the air up here. We don't.
In case you wanted to see, I'll show you how right here. So you go like, say somebody's on a team, like a stream team. You click on the stream team. This is this Twitch staff. Wow, I'm the only other person streaming on all the Twitch staff people. I feel weird. Hi, people. I wonder if any staff's watching ever. I'm always curious. I feel like they don't really watch ever. Never see staff in the chat. But you can see my channel views right there on top. They deprecated the view for everyone, but I think if you go to the team page, it should show. We're almost at 500,000. We're working our way up there.
Don't have a generator for the AC right now, so fans have been our best friend.
Yeah, it's a hack, I guess. I didn't even notice.
Probably has to be the editing bay that he built for himself. I know before when he was working in his van, it was hard for him to sit hunched over and not have all the space he needed. This is his fancy swivel editing chair.
Before heading to the garage, how's your day? Oh, nice.
So when we're driving,
Are you a mechanic?
Down and it won't worry about it falling over. It just stays in its spot. And then this is our WeBoost antenna on his workspace. It's nice because that kind of being closer to it, it boosts the most. So he sets his phone.
Taylor makes great guitars. Wait, Taylor, is that a company?
Up here that he can connect to his laptop, so
Taylor.
he can use both screens to edit. And then up here,
Can't think of if I remember that. I know there's Gibson and Fender.
And play music when we're just hanging out. It's really, really nice. And then down here, we just kind of have
it's like a Herman Miller chair there.
Computer bags, our camera bags, drones, and then up here we have his camera bay. We've got all of his GoPro attachments,
all the chargers,
charging banks. These latches have been really great, so we can pop this up and it'll stay open. Before we had that, we had to hold them up and
Taylor guitars. Oh, okay.
So those have been really nice to add. Just to
it rings a bell, but I just
really
can't
remember
seeing one
open these
specifically.
Cabinets, they don't block the lights, and that's the smallest thing, but it makes a huge difference. We have a 3-burner stove from Dometic. These all run off of the propane. We have
damn, a 3-burner stove. That's nice. What a nice stove. Wow.
Cookies, pizza, everything like that in there. Below the oven, we have our water heater hidden behind that panel, and then just kind of extra kitchen storage
not just
down there.
A gearhead. It's my main hobby.
The guy who helped us with our countertop.
Oh, okay, cool. What kind of car are you working on, or truck, or what's your what you're working with?
But it's worked out great. We just make sure to wipe it down.
I like how they have bananas up there hanging.
These are the light switches. We also have, if we wanted to add more charging here, this is our awning switch. So that's just screwed into the wall there. And this is for our fans, our Dometic fans. We have the one in the bathroom and then one over the main area here. We have our water tanks in the subfloor here. There's about 6 inches in the subfloor between the steel frames.
Nice. Seems to be a popular
fresh
spot.
Water tanks that equal 66 gallons, and then we have one water tank that equals 22
so it's
124.
Because
we had all the extra room from our water tanks, we didn't want it to go to waste underneath everything else. We have
straps
a trap
and cables
door that will open, and we
nice.
just have climbing gear, backpacks, things that we don't use every day stored down there to have every inch in here utilized.
A 71 Chevelle 454 Blig Block with a 871 blower. What is an 871 blower? 71 millimeter? I'm not too experienced with those numbers in a blower. I know superchargers and the blowers that stick out and they got turbos. But that's a really nice year in a car. That's amazing. What is it? What is it? Dyno? Is it done yet? Have you ran it at all? 95 and 100% humid. Fucking A, Jimmy. You bet you wish you were here still, man. It's like 71, like 30% humidity. Let's see what it is right now. It actually feels a little humid today. It might be higher than that.
And like really grateful that we put in the work, the effort, and the risk.
Because there's so much negativity, I think, right now in the world. So we try to be as positive as we can and inspire others to kind of live the best life.
69. Let's go.
I know a lot of women watch us and they're like,
81% humidity.
That you're out there doing, and I'm like, just push yourself. Like, you never know until you try. So there's so many women like, oh, I don't know how to jump off a cliff. I'm like, I don't like doing it, but I push myself, and it's awesome. So like, you can do it too, you know?
If you're an active person and you sweat or you practice any type of fasting or you're on a low-carb diet, then it's very important that you get your
damn, what Deckard is.
Now it sounds simple, but
what a nice day out in Ohio. All right. Well, it's gonna have 300 freaking views. That's crazy. I said I was gonna end at 12, but then we got another freaking raid. Maybe go like another 5-10 minutes or something. One more bonus video for the raid. A bus conversion, many young people's dreams. Okay. Just do a big one. I kind of like the big
Amanda.
ones.
I'm Dustin. This is Ezra.
This is Maisie.
2 dogs and 2 kids. Wow. The 8 means it used to be on an 8
by Optimizers.
cylinder.
Go to magnesiumbreakthrough.com/florb to get a 10% discount using code FLORB10 at checkout. And remember to subscribe.
When we had Ezra, Dustin was
Buy an oil rig when you're
a
milling the
lot.
GMC
He'd
supercharger.
leave the
So
house
before
right when Ezra
it was
waking
rebuilt
up
for
and
petrol,
come home right when
it
I was
sat on a
going to
2-stroke
sleep,
V8
and we
diesel.
watched
Oh
this
no
video.
shit! So it's like a used blower, huh? You rebuilt it, customized it, kind
Oh,
of.
wouldn't that be cool if we could live
Cool.
like them?
What
And
kind
then
of
kinda
power are
sat
you
there
pushing
and
that
was
thing?
like,
Is
"Can
it
we live
tubbed
like
in the
them?"
rear?
Scoured the online auctions, flew to Ohio, picked it up, drove it home, started building. Didn't have any construction experience, only painting houses, that's about it. I think we tried to do some CAD.
I'm gonna
some
try and
SketchUp
get
type
a bit more
stuff.
sleep.
It
Hopefully
just
shake
took
this bug.
longer
I'll catch
than
y'all
we
later.
thought
Alright,
the
Decker,
benefit
dude.
of it
I'm gonna
would
head
be,
out in a minute
so
here.
we kind of stopped doing that.
Thanks for
The
being here, man.
biggest
Thanks
thing
for
was
popping
once
in
we had the
in the
bus
morning.
demoed, we started taping the floor off and
Feel
seeing where
better.
things would
Thanks
go.
for him.
We made a lot of edits during that process.
Yeah.
Getting a feel, walking through and seeing how tight the walkways are going to be. There was a few times we thought we'd need more space, and we'd walk through and we're like, actually we can
Speak
bump
towards
the
a sense
couch
of
out a little
freedom.
bit
Really
more.
good to
Like,
see.
that would
Yeah,
be
it is,
fine.
right?
I would say the
You
hardest
do feel
part
that sense
about
of freedom.
the bus is just
from
working
seeing
with
this,
the
right?
curves of
People are
the
just
roof.
out there.
I'm sure the van people have the same kind of issues. I think it probably was like 35 to 45,000, and that's with a full solar setup, full off-grid, batteries.
It's definitely in counting. I feel like the bus is never quite done.
No, we're always fixing something. This is our bus. It's a 1999 Thomas safety liner, 40 feet long, which is the largest bus that you can get. Ours has 6.5 foot high ceilings in the center, which is higher than the standard. So that was one of the things we were looking at to make sure we had the extra high ceilings. And we wanted a full-length bus just so we could have
Full-length
our whole
bus,
family
of
on it.
course.
The bus
You got
wasn't
freaking
done when we
4
started
kids,
traveling,
basically.
So our whole paint job was just done in the woods. It definitely needs a touch-up, and then we did stripes down the side just with some spray paint cans. It looks really good from afar, but it's definitely not professionally done. So that's something that we have in the
Yeah,
plan.
it's all
Coming
good.
down the bus, this is where all the
Fix
fuses
it up
for
later.
the bus that runs the bus, it's all in here. This was the old stop sign. The plan was to do some sort of sign on here, but we never got around to it. Over here, this is our batteries. These are also hooked up to our house batteries inside. So we can charge off the alternator on our house batteries, or if these died for some reason, we can start the bus off of our house batteries, which is pretty cool. We've got pretty large under storage here, goes the length here. And then we have 2 more on the other side. This is our intake and exhaust for our propane furnace. It's under our sink. It works pretty well. It uses a lot of propane though. We could probably run 6 months.
The
just
engine
running
I
our
sent
stove
in
and
the
hot
car,
water, but
yeah,
as soon as we
and
start
not
kicking on
dynoed.
the
Okay, the
heater,
engine
it'll
makes
last
500
maybe a
horsepower
week.
without the blower,
So
so
that's
it should
a
get around
12
750.
gallon tank
Those
in
are-
there.
yeah.
We always bring
Capable
a
of 1,000, yeah, but then you're
grill-sized
gonna
tank as well.
break shit,
It's
right?
easier
Not
to
tubbed in the
fill
rear,
up.
but I'm gonna
If we don't wanna
295,
move the bus,
515,
we can
make
just
it
take
tall
the
so you
grill-sized
teach.
tank.
There you
It's
go,
also
there you
just
go.
for backups.
Right on, that should be a nice car.
And if we're in a place for a long time, we'll go through
Fun.
this whole tank, and then we'll only use the grill-sized tanks.
Yeah, tubbing it's like 10
Which
grand.
we just sit underneath.
Just for that.
And
Crazy.
it works fine that
Probably
way.
more nowadays.
Here we have plug-in for shore
Probably 15
power
grand,
if
it's
we're
crazy.
ever around somewhere that we can use shore power. This is where we fill up our water. This thing can fill up our tanks, and we also have a valve inside where we can change it to pressurize the whole bus just off of the hose. Yeah, so we have these 2 max air fans. Usually we have one sucking in and one blowing out. And it
Oh, they
creates
got
a
the
little
solar,
draft through
nice.
the bus. Over here, this is our
A yoga
stack
deck,
for
of
our
course.
wood stove. When we travel, we take the cap of it off and we cap it with something that won't get caught by the wind and blow away. And then we have our 4 solar panels, somewhere between 12 and 1,300 watts of power coming in. They're sitting on these mounts that I made myself. It's plenty for what we use. We can charge up our batteries in a day. If the batteries are really
thing
low,
apparently,
it's
yeah.
no problem. And then over here we have the deck that we built.
Oh, I didn't call it a yoga deck.
The mount for it when we did the solar panels, and we added the wood, I don't know, like a year later. We don't come up here very often. We kind of wish that we didn't have the deck and we had a skylight right here. And then here we have a little cell booster.
So this is really nice with some
okay
fat
for us.
15 wheels,
Sometimes
but
they're
then I gotta
great,
redo the
sometimes
whole
they don't
rear
work
axle
at all.
shocks. Yeah,
These
it's a
are
pain
like
in the ass.
$400,
Yeah.
For it to work only sometimes.
And it's a nice car to want to cut it. Okay, yeah.
Back here we have a backup
Oh,
camera.
original. That's
This
nice.
I made to be able to hold a
Not original, but
mountain
like
bike,
looking.
so I can mount it up here going up. We added this hitch, and this is a tow bar. We pull our Jeep sometimes,
Nice.
depending on the trip and how long we're going. Back here we have some storage under our bed and some water tanks. Our bed's there, and all that's just storage. We have an outdoor shower, hot and cold
That's kind of
water.
nice. You don't have to
And
take
then
up
something we
space
did that
inside.
we haven't seen very often is we put one of
You
these
driving
awnings
anything
on.
fun? Right now,
We
no.
just
I have a
pulled the frame off of a
2013
junk
G37.
RV, bought a new canvas, and
That's
the frame looks
330
good, so
horsepower,
wherever
rear
we
wheel
are, we can
drive.
just
You know,
pull this
just
thing
a
out and get some nice shade.
luxury sedan, so to say. Before I had a 95 Mustang 5.0,
little home.
3-inch
We've got
exhaust
our hat
and
box where we keep
intake.
tons of hats, train set for Ezra,
Infinity,
a bunch
yeah.
of my homeschooling curriculum.
And my dad
extra
has a
blankets that
97
we just
Cobra with
kinda
the
toss on the
supercharger
couch
on
when we
it. It's
drive.
about,
This is what we call Ezra's
I think it's pushing like
entryway.
505
We kind
to the
of
wheels
follow
with the
the
supercharger
Montessori
on it.
philosophy
Only
and
8
try to have
PSI.
everything at his size and his
But
reach
he
so can be
had,
independent
we
as
could talk
possible.
about
So
cars
he's got
all
his
day,
shoes there.
but he had a bunch
He's
of
got
cars
his
throughout his
little
life,
coat
Chevelles
hanger
and
and
Camaros
even a
and
little mirror,
Mustangs.
so he could check
California
out how clean he
Specials,
looks.
SS
This
Camaro
is
convertibles,
our
69,
battery
68,
bike. We have
all that stuff.
4
We could talk about what he had, but now he doesn't
235
have nothing
amp
but
hour
the newer
batteries.
stuff.
They're 6 volts each, and they're all wired in 12
Yeah.
volt. In our
Yo, what's up,
area,
Jake?
we have a
What that emote's
NVT
awesome. I love that.
classic
Noted.
charge controller and an inverter charger. And this is a little sensor that keeps track of the temperature.
Rear wheel
And when
drive
it's
is
too
where it's
hot,
at, yeah.
it kicks on this fan right there and sucks the heat out. So this is originally mounted
I'd like to get
this is
a,
the charge
like
controller.
a, not a project
Rewired
car,
it
but
so that we
something
could still
fun.
easily see all
Right.
the information on here.
Those
I definitely
emotes though,
wanted
damn.
white to make it feel a little bit roomier, even though
Wow,
it
that's super
has to
cozy.
clean. It's always getting dirty.
You can
And
definitely tell
then
she had a
I
large
added to
influence on the
scarf, so
design.
We wanted to add some orangey tones to the bus, and we felt like that kind of gave it a retro vibe a little bit. We have our couch, and it pulls out to a full-size bed.
The leather is
We get
kind
asked
of
about our couch cushions
sloppy.
all the time. They are just custom cut foam pieces, and we wrapped them in vinyl. We use grommets.
I feel like they could have done a little
just
better job.
paracord, and we wrapped them like a Christmas present. And they have been so good with the dogs and the kids. You just wipe them clean. We've got a couple of storage spots under there.
Still have an hour to
and
drive from
some
airport.
storage
Oh
under
fuck.
here.
I love the
This
classics,
is the
but I'm always
kids'
glancing
toy
at trading it
shelf
for
down
more modern
here,
car.
and
Corvette.
our homeschooling
Oh
stuff
yeah,
up
I would
here.
love to have a
Here's
GT
another
500 or a
thing for
C8.
Ezra. He's got his own little pull-out table that
For the Chevelle's
he could
money
bring
in the
his
bank.
little
Yeah, no
chair over
Chevelle.
to.
There's nothing like a
We've
classic.
got the bigger version for ourselves, and we try to have everybody around it when we do dinner. So that pulls out like that. We've got our chairs in here. I think I found them on Facebook Marketplace. Lots of it is Goodwill. Drawer handles in the kitchen are from Etsy. And then we made a ton of stuff too. The biggest space in the bus is the kitchen. 2 of us could be standing in here, and the kids could be playing in the living room or in the back, and you're not just like on top of each other. This is actually a deep freezer. It goes from here all the way down. So we keep a lot of our frozen fruit. We do a ton of smoothies. I saw this in a bus actually. They had a super cool countertop. It's just plywood all glued together. And that's what this is, but this one's not as finished. We wanted like the rough look on here. The sink is my favorite thing. I mean, we don't have a dishwasher, and with you know, a family with kids, they're always in the bath, and the big sink is one of our musts.
Wouldn't mind having myself a Chevelle.
This was an Amazon find, and I'm
Amazon.
not gonna lie, it's a little small for our family. When we drive, we really need to clip it in down here. It's a type of child lock.
and then it just clips out. For the price that we paid, it was under 200 bucks, and we'll just get a new one when it's done, you know? We just cut the plexiglass, and Dustin had to reinforce the metal that he took out. But this was like my surprise one day. He was like, look what I did! Because we were gonna do 2 small ones, and this is so much better. Here's like another
You got used to California time, now I gotta adjust again, right?
They
Yeah.
have a little mirror to see themselves in, and they have
I'm on like
information
freaking
cards that we try to
Australian
do every
time.
day with
I'm
them.
literally on Australian
This
time.
is the dog station. They drink there. They've got their food there.
Doggies.
This is our pantry. Our towels are up here. Yeah. We've got our tiny wood stove. This was an addition that we didn't know we were gonna do. That's why our flue is so funky. We kind of had to figure that out. We do have to take the hamper down, of course, when we light the fires, but works for us. Okay, so here's our little
Right on,
bathroom.
Jimmy, thanks for chilling,
We've
man.
got our own composting toilet that we made, and that was our second attempt. The big thing to do is put a fan in the bucket that takes the smell outside. We used to have a really beautiful waterfall copper shower head, but it just wasn't good for road life. So now we have this RV style one, and it's oxygenics. So that works for us. And got a little bench and the kids' toys. This is real tile, yeah. We did it ourselves. Since it's so small, and they're penny tiles, we were just mostly concerned about balancing the weight on both sides. This is where Azra sleeps. He's got his clothes drawer here. And these are blackout curtains, which when he was a baby, seemed really necessary for us, and we still use them for Mason. This is Mason's crib. Neither of our kids have ever felt caged in or anything. They actually, like, Mason will not co-sleep. She just is kind of like me, like she wants space. And our kids have so many books. They're all hidden in different places. This is one of their shelves. So this is our laundry area. It's a washer and dryer combo. I think it was a little over $1,000, and the brand is called Splendide. We pretty much never.
My buddy's on real fast. We have to pay him a visit. I gotta drop a resub. It's not on all the time anymore. Yo, coconut gunpowder. Thanks for the follow. Here we go. My buddy Handy. Known this guy for like 10 years. Well, longer than that. But like, we came a little bit closer after 10 years ago when he showed me how to stream. He's actually the one that set up my OBS for the first time. So, you know, I'm always thankful for that. And then he can't really work a normal job because he has no hands and no legs. So I was, you know, trying to show him a little extra love and support. So I'm gonna resub 70 months. We're probably gonna raid this guy since he's on. Toss him a little host. Did I miss the 69th sub anniversary notification? Dude, 69 would have been nice. Wait, is this mic muted? Roger Rabbit in the house. What's up, man? Thanks for popping in. Top of the morning to you. I get the freedom and stuff, but owning a house will raise in value. Just got used to. Yeah, I would love to have a house. He's not talking. What is it? I know he's racing, but I think his mic's muted. Let's get back to your own vehicle. Coconut gunpowder. Hey, how's it going? Fuck, I don't have that many biddies.
Slow car ahead. You're right, I did have my mic muted. That's embarrassing.
Oh no!
As great as that game sounds, it plays probably the worst of all the Sims that are available. So I'm not gonna bother and waste time.
At least we got his mic
Do that
unmuted.
every time too. Hey, thanks, Shane. What's up, Hustle? I don't know if you heard me before, but how's it going? Right?
I gotta reload my biddies. I didn't realize it was that low.
Right? All right. I give up on racing then. Or at least until what time is this race at? 7:30. Yeah. Right. What's up, Isu? No, they call me Sisu.
They call me Sisu. Thanks for hopping in his channel. I appreciate that.
What's up, man? Or woman? One or the other. Let me fix my mic. Bitch.
All right. I'm gonna raid out, guys, or I'm just gonna host them because I'm gonna be live in like 6 hours.
Go for it.
Boost the numbers.
Yeah. Yep. It's fun, man. Oh, no, my mic is good now. Kind of loud, almost. Good. Good. The only downside to AoE is it takes literally 5 minutes to load. So I'll be sitting here for a second.
Alright, guys, we're gonna host Handy.
Huh? I just put the forker there, and then yeah, there's.
Make sure he's gonna be on and not
yeah,
get knocked.
you know. It's the definitive edition.
Okay, he's gonna play Age of Empires too. Yeah, no problem, Jimmy. Thanks for the burger, by the way. Again, thank you, man. That was cool of you. Yeah, we're just gonna host them. Corb, bro, yo, GG, good man. Thanks, man. All right, we're gonna host Handy. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Any questions, comments, concerns, complaints, recommendations, anything? Let me know. Join my Discord if you're not in my Discord. Where all the, I mean, some stuff goes down. Hit me up on the Twitter. Hit me up on the gram, whatever you prefer, or both. I have a TikTok. Follow it all, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. You know, I appreciate it. And we'll be back in about 6 to 8 hours with another IRL stream, hopefully during the daylight. Hopefully we're gonna take the bike on a trail, some kind of adventure IRL. So I will see you guys then. Let me just load up the credits here and we'll be on our way. Thanks for all the gift subs today, the resubs. Quite a few. It was awesome to have you guys here. We had like 20 subs. Bio Daddy gifted 11 of them. So shout out to Bio Daddy for the 11 gift subs. Shout out to Replacement for the 120 viewer raid. Shout out to Barry for the 53 viewer raid. And shout out to the Ghost Father for the 26 viewer raid. And Asian Bunny X with the 1,000 viewer host that doesn't pop up on the thing because they're only showing raids. Bio Daddy talks with the 3,000 biddies too on top of the gift subs. Davey Gravy with the 2,700 biddies. Oh my god, Laney with the 1,000 biddies. McKay with the 100. Alan with the 100. Monty with the 100. Cloud with the 1. Thanks for Blonde Bomb hanging out with us all night throughout the whole stream almost. And just helping when she could. And Chris A, thanks for being here. Helping out with Mod and Decker Dude, Chameleon, all my mods. Thank you guys for being here. And I'll see you guys in about 6 to 8 hours. Alrighty. Newport Yellow. Was that bad? What's up, brother? We're gonna host my friend. Go check him out. Yeah, you know who that is? I have no idea. It's funny you caught that. No, he's not a mod for me. I just some random follower just got like a couple hours ago. Just shoot me a DM on my Discord. I don't know. You just came in my channel and spotted. That's so random as I'm ending. What are the odds? Huh. You can let me know off stream or something, or on Instagram, Twitter, whatever you prefer. If you got something. All right, thanks, man. Thanks for being here. We're gonna host out my friend here. Go check him out, guys. I appreciate it if you would. Thank you. Thanks, man. All right, guys. Have a good night.
So it takes so long to fucking load? Idea what that song was, and I know you did.